I'm going to put it right out there, ladies and gentlemen. I think offensive and defensive linemen are overrated. As you could probably read in the title. Well, a lot of people thinking, ooh, why do you think he said they're so overrated? Ooh, why are you going off about this? Ooh, seems like a stupid topic. Oh, I'm an offensive lineman on my high school team. You think I'm overrated? Here's where I think the positions are overrated, right? You take a look, you watch any football, high school or college, and especially the pros, and you look at these guys, right? These offensive and defensive linemen, there's one trait that they all share, and that shared trait is that they are huge. These are some of the most massive people you'll ever see. These hulking, big pieces of meat just wobbling and wandering around the football field. They are huge. And, they're all like, they got the big beard. Like me, I'm pretty big, but these guys are like huge. They're like twice the size of me. That's a lot of weight to be trotting around in that football field. And so when you have there's a reason why they're that big. I understand the purpose of an offensive and defensive line. That's why I say get rid of both. Because you get rid of the O-line, then the fucking quarterback's dead. If you get rid of the D-line, then there's no point in having the O-line. So that's why I say get rid of both of them. Because I think they're both just as irrelevant, okay? And so, they're walking around and they're walking around and doing all this sort of stuff. But think about how much food they have to do. They have to eat to keep up this like heavy build, heavy body set. And not all of them are like big beer gut fat guys, even though a majority of them are. Some of them are pretty muscular and they put the time in the weight room. But you still need to eat to keep up your muscle mass, how much that may be. You know how much food they're eating? They probably eat like 6 steaks, 5 burgers, and 2 apple juices before they go to bed. How much food is that? And it's also that they can walk out on the football field. Like here's a lineman, right? They go, oh, yeah, here we go. And then they go, and here's the running back coming along this side. So they go over this side. He's coming around this side. Oh, let's go over there. Let's go off in the wall. What are you doing? Every offense, most of the time, what I see out of these offensive and defensive linemen is that they're always guarding the wrong positions. I don't understand. What are you doing? Like, the entire line is on one side while the action's on the other. Are you too stupid to follow the ball? What are you doing in practice? What have you been doing your entire career? How did you even get to the pros? What is this stupidness? I don't understand. What are you doing? Like, follow the ball. It can't be that hard. You're one of the first people to see the ball. It shouldn't be that hard to find out where it is. And then, have you ever noticed how always a majority of the general penalties, false starts, offsides, holding penalties, even a good majority of face masks, hands to the face, those kind of penalties. A majority of those are caused by, the majority positions those are caused by offensive and defensive linemen. Especially the false start penalties, especially the offside penalties, especially the holding penalties. There's a couple instances with like the face masks and whatever. Those are usually caused by defensive backs and all that kind of stuff. It's not as big of a deal, but they're always committing penalties. I know that's like skill. I know that's like quarterback skill to go, hoi, 319, 55, 69, 420, like I know I'm supposed to do that, to throw them off. But are you supposed to be trained to listen to that and realize, I only gotta go when the ball goes, I only gotta go when the ball goes. Like, are you supposed to be trained for that? Like, so who cares if the lines are a little late to the start? It's better than being too early and giving up fucking 5-yard penalties left and right, 10-yard penalties in most cases, or worse. Doesn't make any sense. And, like, why do you gotta hold? Why you gotta hold their tiny little jersey that doesn't even fit around their hulking body just to try and stop them? Well, you don't even stop them anyways. They still get past you, even though you fucking penalize them. I don't know if it's just because I watch the Lions all the time, I'm a Lions fan, and they've been notoriously one of the worst O-lines in the NFL. And committed a lot of penalties, and also refs are fucking biased against them. But man, it just seems like we. Here's what I think, right? NFL wants to get ratings up for better offensive performances. Well, how about this? Get rid of the offensive line and defensive line. More cap for wide receivers. More cap for other players. You can do better investments into stadiums and stuff, too. And you don't need as many personnel to feed, train, take care of. You can get that. And possibly not as many injuries, too. Because it always seems like offensive and defensive linemen are getting injured all the time. Save injuries. And, yeah, I think you could just get a better one-on-one backyard football type thing. I think it would be pretty exciting. Roger Goodell, take a look. I'd like to take consideration to that, maybe for the next upcoming NFL season, and maybe even college and high school. Take a look at it too, because it would also help solve the obesity crisis, which would definitely help here in the United States. But that's my thoughts, and fuck the refs.